Good morning. So I get asked pretty often in DMs, sometimes in comments, uh, how sex with the rear end works in prison and how people don't end up getting painted, which, for those of you not in the know, I'm not talking about fingernail polish. Painting is a term in the gay community for whenever you deposit sediment of the rear end on a man's piece. I know, pretty picture it. Poof. So, how do you avoid painting men in prison? Because look, most of them, not all, but most do not like it. Some do though. So, how do you avoid it? We'll get to that in a minute. First, if you could do all the ticky tacky likey things for me, I would love you forever. And also, since it's coming up, I have been on TikTok for 11 months now. And in that 11 months, you all have been super kind to me. I have built up almost 22,000 followers, almost 3 million views. And honestly, I'm not entirely sure how I did it. But I do know that something that wasn't available to me was to feel seen when I first started, to have people who were in a position similar to where I'm at offering to big up me, to shout me out, help me repost my stuff. So if you comment on this video, I don't care who you are, I don't care what you post, I will like it and I will repost it. So drop me a comment, tell me something disgusting. I love that shit. Anyway, back to the story. So we're only going to talk about Pensacola here because at the other places that I was at, this method was not generally available. Now, this is how you do it. You get a plastic water bottle, and in the camp at Pensacola, these things would be around everywhere. And this method is kind of gross at times because sometimes you couldn't get plastic bottles that were squeezy enough to do what I'm about to describe. So you could search the trash where these big fat guards who got that dip in their mouth and spit it out. You could find one of those in the trash. Meticulously clean that shit out. It is what it is. It's prison. Resources are scarce. And then fill it with water. Put some Vaseline on the tip or some conditioner from the commissary and very gently introduce it to your penny and squeeze. Then let out what comes out and do it again and then do it again. And that, my friends, was how I kept from painting the boys that didn't want to be painted. There was one who specifically asked for it. He got it too. I don't discriminate, okay? I don't believe in it. I think it's wrong. Whatever your kink is, it's your kink. As long as it doesn't hurt anybody that doesn't want to be hurt, no one should kink shame you. So I especially was not about to kink shame these pretty DL boys. Not doing it. They're good boys. They got it. I will say that almost no one actually mentioned this particular thing to me in prison. Like none of the men that wanted to take a drive up my back way ever really like stopped and went, "Oh, I don't know if it's clean enough for me." That's a gay man thing. In general, that's a gay man thing. That is not a DL man thing. DL men are disgusting. They don't care. They will stick it in anything, me included. And it was nice. That does bring up another topic. How do you have safe sex in prison? Most places, at Pensacola, it was pretty easy because there were men going out to the out off the compound onto various military bases and every day during the week. And they could go to the base PX or to the Walmart there and have their girlfriends buy stuff. And then they would sneak it back in their uniform. And you just had to pay them commissary or have money put on their books twice the amount of whatever they bought for you. So you could get condoms that way. And she did, she did. But if you're poor, you don't have any ability to do such a thing. If you don't have a hustle, if you don't have any money, you can take a nitrile glove. And these are everywhere in prison. And I mean, depending on how much junk you got, You can use that as a makeshift condom. It's not the most comfortable thing in the world, and it looks really goofy if you actually can see it, but most situations in prison, that's not gonna matter. So, moral of the story, people, don't paint the boys unless they want. And secondary moral, sign up for my Substack, pravity.substack. As I was saying, please sign up for my Substack, pravity.substack.com. Tonight, I will have my third audiobook chapter live on there, and you can listen to the first two and the third one. There will be two more chapters, audiobooks put on the Substack before my memoir gets published, eventually, someday. And you can listen to them now. Anyway, there's a free code. Ah! For 1 month if you sign up now. And again, if you want a shout out, leave a comment. Say something rude, something fun, something gross. But don't paint me. Bye.